Good afternoon, dear magicians, witches, sorcerers, and creatures of the night. Welcome, welcome to the afternoon session in the Coagula room. My name is Mariana, also known as Soror Mavis, and I'll be your host in this room for the afternoon. I have the honor and the pleasure to present a adept magician, a chaos magician, adept of the pact of the Illuminates of Thanateros, a dear sister of mine, Soror Osa. She's not only a magician, but she's also a publisher of occult books and runs her own publishing house. And she has translated also the book of Baphomet into Polish.
That's
so she's spreading the chaos into different languages and also runs her own zine. So tonight, she will present us with a rune workshop, the chaos style of rune working. It's a tool that has been very dear to her for a while. And
yeah, come on in.
Yeah?
Yeah.
All right, one more.
One more.
Or not. If you enter, you need to give the commitment that you will stay till the end and participate and not spectate. Do you agree? All right. Well. So, chaos runes, and in this chaos runes we will experience mudras and movements and chants and active participation. Yeah, and that we will see then how this inspires us to integrate these tools into our daily practice. Without further ado, Soror Osa, you have the stage. Much fun.
You. Okay, welcome. My name is Monica, that's my mundane name, but I decided to present the workshop under my magical name because all I'm presenting to you today I've learned in the magical pact of the Illuminates of Thanateros. Chaos magicians really love working with runes. It's an amazing tool. Many people think when the runes are first mentioned that it's usually a divination tool, but we use it for magic. And today you will have a chance to see how we do it, what we do with them. So this is not my personal work, this is a collective thing, because I've learned it being a part of the magical collective and a magical pact. You probably know who Illuminates of Thanateros are. So we are a magical organization, a pact of magicians, and we like to work together. For me, one of the most important things working the chaos magic in the magical pact is a collective experience. So it's so much different to practice magic on your own, but as a collective, we bring it to another level. And today we would experience that all together, and I share with you what I've learned and what the chaos magicians do with the runes. And I always think it's best to learn through experience rather than you can always read about in a book how to perform the ritual, but when you get to it, it might be complicated. So today we will learn from the experience, and I'm not gonna be talking too much. We're gonna go straight to it, and I will explain you the whole ABC. There will be two parts of the ritual, two kind of different type of workings. And because as my sister who introduced me said, I'm also a publisher, and we will be using during the workshop, the magical tool, which I created with my dear friend, Dave Strychnine, who was the first person who taught me how to do the rune magic. So I published a deck of rune cards called the Sleipnir Rune Cards. That I'm gonna do a bit of marketing now. You can buy them on our stall as well. But this is a very special thing for me. Dave Strychnine, as I said, was my teacher. We naturally connected when we met on our magical pact. And to one of the IoT meetings, he brought a really amazing set of rune graphics. And that was one of my first experiences with runes. And we're gonna kind of repeat this experience in some way. This is Dave Strychnine from the Temple of the Empty Hand. I promise him he will get his moment of fame on the screen. I hope he'll be happy with that. Okay, so what we're gonna do first is we're gonna awaken all the runes. We're gonna cast them in a circle by calling their names, chanting their name, and also putting our bodies into runic stadas, so kind of runic yoga pose, asanas. I mean, that's just a reference to a different tradition, but so I will need 24 volunteers, and I'm gonna explain what the volunteers will be doing. So, as you see, we have a circle here with 24 chairs. Each chair is dedicated to one of the runes. They're already, put in a circle in the order. We're working with the Elder Furtark, as you can see. So, the person who is one of the runes, we will cast them one after another, and there will be things on the screens to guide you as well. Maybe I show you. So you will see how to do the stadas, and then we will go through the runes, and the person who will be the rune will read the haiku, light up the candle, put their body in the shape of the rune, and we will all together chant the name of the rune 3 times. So it will be Fehu, and then the rest of them. They will be all appear on the screen. So you will be guided through the process. So if you would like to volunteer for one of the, I really do need 24 volunteers, so please pick up your rune. You can sit on the chair as well. Don't put the candles on yet. Don't be shy. 2 more here. Anyone feeling brave? Come on, don't be shy. 1 more. Which one is that? Can you see what? Inguas, that says. Yeah? Anyone? I can see someone getting ready. Okay. Okay, so can you see the rune you have in your hand? And can you find it on the screen and kind of remember how to do the body position? Memorize it? For Hagalas, it's kind of, you don't have that many hands, so you just go. Yeah? Yeah. Oh, no, look, it's this side.
Okay.
That's Gibo, so this one. Okay? Lagus, it's just your body shape. That's the most important part, the body shape. I think for Fehu as well, it's actually this. But yeah, you don't have to make it perfect, just to awaken them. So once that's done, then we're gonna do a bit more chanting, and then the rest of you can join as well. You can pick up one of the rooms, but we're gonna mix them in a cauldron. We're gonna do what it's called waterfall galder. Galder is a sacred singing, chanting the name of the runes, but waterfall means our voices overlap and the runes are mixed together. Yeah, so we can experience this collective, as a collective, we all together chanting, and we experience the energy of all the runes being awakened. Okay, so that's the first part of the ritual. The second one I will explain afterwards, but we start with casting them and experiencing them in our circle. Okay, any questions? No, okay. Yeah.
What is the effect of this ritual?
So the idea is to we're starting with experiencing the runes themselves and mixing them together so they create this collective experience. They're not only in the circle, but they are mixed up together. And this is really beautiful. You'll see once you into it. It puts you in a really nice state of trance as well, and that's what we're after. We're doing the Galder, the magical chant. Yeah? Any more questions? Okay. So runes also work beautifully. They really nicely explain. I like them when they explain in the form of poetry. That's why the haiku. But I also gonna start as we used to do in Temple Cipher, with reading the phrase, two phrases from the Poetic Edda about when the Odin hung on the tree and found the runes just to, prepare the space for what's gonna happen and for the runes to appear. So, once again, ABC. I'm gonna read the starting poem from the Poetic Edda. Then we start each one of the runes, starting with Julian here, who is the Fehu, and going there to Uruz. Yeah, so we're going clockwise. Yeah? Each one of you will read the haiku that appears on the screen, put their body in the shape of the rune, and then once the person is in the shape of the rune, we all chant 3 times the name of the rune. Yes? And you light the candle. Yeah, once your rune is cold, yeah. You can put them inside as well, that would look nice. Okay. Ready? I hung on that windy tree 9 whole days and nights, stabbed with spear, offered to Odin, myself to mine own self given, high on that tree of which none hath heard from what roots it rises to heaven. None refreshed me with food or drink, appeared right down in the deep, crying aloud, I lifted the runes. Then back I fell from thence.
Fail. In In the beginning, Freya rode her chariot across the night sky.
Urus.
Urus, wake to this feeling, healing through the auroch horns, mind over matter.
Glorious.
Thuritas, smash the hammer down. A thunderclap tells it all. Thor, protect me now.
Thurizas. Thurizas. Thurizas.
Anzus. A bird from the
Nest.
nest knows the essence of the rest, comes from your own mouth.
Ansuz. Ansuz. Ansuz.
Right. Keep the wheel turned. Along the journey of life until you find yourself.
Can us expose everything. Enlightenment, ready to go. Let it burn out. Give it. Indeed be the gift. The power of the woman be a curse to all.
Gebo, Gebo,
Unjo, a fleeting moment that seeps into the heart, making it sing proud.
Agalas, voice of two faces, the bridge between life and death, proceed with caution.
Hagalas, Hagalas, Hagalas.
Nalthis. During the winter, the cavemen catch a fire. Consciousness is strength.
Nalvis, Nalvis, Nalvis.
The dreaded moment when you're stuck in a rut, unable to turn.
Isa, Isa.
Jeda, the time will soon come. Be ready for your close up, then claim your reward.
Ivan, Kundalini flame running up and down your spine, mystery of death.
Careful. Know your good omen, the art and magic of life. Not yet manifest.
For all existence, I am God, and you are God. Be aware always.
Algis,
Inside of the soul, the cosmic energies burn, guiding your success.
So will, so will, so will.
Give us, balancing the scales from justice to sacrifice. The truth will come out.
Tiwas.
That cargo, a woman pregnant, maturity and healing. Springtime brings new life.
Bercano, Bercano.
Evas, for a common cause, work together with a pledge. Let this be the goal.
Ewas.
Manas, proof potential. The wheel of the third eye seek to be noble.
Manas, manas, manas.
Lagus, see inside your force, each time you cross the water, in blood and splatter.
Lagus, lagus, lagus.
Ingus, the child beats sweet, potential energy born, be patient and grow.
Ingus, Ingus, Ingus.
Douglas, be open to change. There is always tomorrow. Just remember that.
Dagas, Dagas, Dagas.
Othala, sacred enclosure, the ancestors are with you when you call on them.
Othala, Othala. So the runes are now casted in a circle. So we're gonna mix them now. You can stand up as well if you prefer. I mean, we're gonna all be chanting. Go freestyle. If I'm not sure how familiar you are all with the runes, how many names you can remember, or maybe there are some runes you keep in mind today that, you know, spoke to you or you wanna chant them, but let's try to mix as many of them. You can chant the one you've been assigned to, but you can also do different ones and, you know, just go with the flow. I think it will be good if we do it with closed eyes as well to experience the sound. Maybe start with the ones you were assigned and then pick up some others and let our voices overlap. They don't have to be synchronized. Yes? Oh, yeah. Hold on, I only... Oh. Okay, you don't have to do the poses, but... It doesn't have all the names, but you can also hear what other people... I can repeat them, so we have Fehu, Urus, Florisas, Ansus, Raido, Kenas, Gibo, Vunio, Hagalas, Naudis, Isa, Yera, Ewas, Pethfo, Algis, Soilo, Tiwas, Brecano, Ewas, Manas, Lagus, Inguas, Dagas, Othala.
I have an idea, just a suggestion. You could also just like randomly flip through the slides.
Yes, I can do that. Yeah.
Is everybody supposed to chant or only those?
No, everybody. Okay. Okay, let's inhale together. I will be flipping through them anyway, like this. And the other way, and like. Okay? Ready? Algis, Soilo, Lagus, Dagas, Ingos, Manas, Bercano, Perfro, Iwas, Isa, Hagalas, Gebo, Ansus, Urus, Raido Kenas Gebo Vunio Hagalas Nauvis Isa Hiera Ewas Pertro Algis so willow Tiwas Bercano Hewas Manas Lagus Ingus Dagas Ofala. Brilliant. I hope you like the experience of the sound experience of the runes and then being mixed together. So this was the first part of our workshop. You can now, let's leave the candle circle, but you can now all sit and maybe face the screen for the second part. We're gonna be moving around so soon too, a little bit. Excuse me. Oh. Okay, so to the second part, we're gonna start with a banishing. We casted the runes, but then we're gonna do some other stuff. This is the things, as I said, I'm presenting to you things that I learned in the Magical Pact of Illuminates of Thanatos. And but I need to say that someone along the way picked those rituals. The basis from this ritual come from. I'm dreading to say, I know some people are allergic to this name, from the book of Edred Thorson. Well, he does have some questionable friends, but I'm presenting you something that I learned from experience in Temple Cipher, which was based in the basement of famous occult shop in London. And being chaos magician, we like to reclaim things. As you probably know, some people use rune magic, not like runes themselves, for some questionable days. There are people who use the runes who kind of swing a bit more to the right. But we, like as chaos magicians, we like to reclaim the tool and show you how we do it. We kind of modified these things. Chaos magicians are also very keen on banishings. We're very keen on health and safety. We like to do proper banishing. I've seen chaos magicians telling off other magicians for not doing banishings. So we really are into health and safety. We not just do crazy stuff and see what happens. We like to take caution. So we're gonna do the hammer banishing. The hammer banishing is very powerful. I like to use it. You can use it also to protect your home. Banishing gives you the sense of space, of safety in a magical environment. So we do the banishing usually at the beginning of the ritual to mark the space as a magical space and also to set up a protection for this place for us who are practicing magic. So we're gonna do the hammer banishing. We're gonna do it in Old Norse, not in English. There will be English translation though, and you will be given all the instructions. So you will have to do some hand movements as well, casting the hammer in 6 directions, starting from north. This is metaphysical north. So we say it's north, yeah? So the screen is the north, and we will be moving clockwise, so north, east, south, west, and then we go above us and below us. So we will be casting the hammer in 6 different directions. I'm gonna give you instructions. So starting with north. So this is direction your hand goes. If you wear Mjolnir jewelry, you can use that as well to cast the hammer. Don't throw it in the direction maybe. So we chant. It's a very kind of strong chant. So we say, Hammer in Nordi, Helga veteta och Haldvorth. Yeah? The pronunciation doesn't have to be perfect. Everyone has their own version of this. Then we go east, so it's the same. Hama. When you say Hama, you do the hand gesture as well. I'm left-handed, so I usually go the other way, so feel free. So we go again. Hama I Ostri, Helga, Veteta, och Haldvorth. And then we go Hama in Sudri, Hama I Vestri, Hama I Frirmir, Hama Undirmer. Yeah, I will be chanting this through the microphone. So according to chaos magic tradition, just go with the flow, go do what other people are doing. This is also a chance for you to kind of experience it. It doesn't have to be perfect, but then maybe you can practice it on your own. Yes? Oh, yeah, that's my, sorry. Yes. Yeah, I think I copy-paste and forgot to change it, yeah. But yes, it's under me. Yeah, below me. Yes? So, as I said, I've learned it in a temple cipher, but someone at some point picked it up from Edward Thorson Furtak book, which is about rune magic. I'm not sure where originally it came from, and if he made it up himself, probably he doesn't say where does it come from. But I found it, so the way chaos magicians work is they pick up some tradition often, they find the practice, they say, oh yeah, this is working. Yeah, and when it's working, we repeat it, we take it, we reclaim it as a part of our tradition in some way. Yeah, we like to take from different sources. Yeah, kind of, yeah. Yeah. Usually banishings go in 4 different directions. Here is also above and below added.
And the hand gesture, is it like a casting?
Yes, it's strong. And one more thing. Once you imagine the hammer, you have the kind of one of the versions of the hammer, you throw it into direction, you try to visualize it as well. I'm not myself a very visual person, I'm more like into words. I like the word magic. But yeah, visualizing is also important.
So the gesture is like down towards the direction.
Down,
And
across, and then, yeah, and then throw. Any more questions? No? That's it will be on all will be on a screen. Yeah, so take up your positions, just spread around the room. Miran, can you do the slides? I feel weird standing on the stage, but I'm gonna stay. Okay, we start with taking 9 deep breaths together. 9 is a secret number in the Norse tradition. Yeah. Excuse me. Okay. Ready? So, 9 breaths. Hama in Nordi, Helga Veteta og Haldvorf. Hama i Ostri, Helga Veteta og Haldvorf. Hama i Sudri, Helga Veteta og Haldvorf. Hama i Vestri, Helga Veteta og Haldvorf. Hama i Firmer, Helga Veteta og Haldvorf. Hama Undimer, Helgave Teta och Halvor. Okay, this place is now safe, protected with hammers thrown in 6 different directions. So we're gonna proceed to the next thing. You're gonna get the instructions first. So we're gonna do the Haggal rite. Now we're working with the younger Vortag. Sorry, I have problems pronunciations sometimes. But this is the version of the Haggal rune from the younger version of the Vortag. So when we casted the runes, we had 24 of them, but at some point in their history, they tried to simplify them even more, and we ended up with younger Vortag. And we're gonna work with this form. So Haggalas here is the mother rune, the rune of primordial energy, cosmic energy that resides in all of us. And we're gonna make some hand gestures and chants to awaken this energy. And as I said, I learned it from the experience. So first, I experienced this ritual. So to give you a bit of background, when chaos magicians meet for the meetings, usually each one of us brings a working. It's also a chance for you to work different things from different traditions. And I learned it because someone else brought it. And I learned it from the experience, and only later did my own research about the meaning of all of this. But I like to sometimes experience things raw and see for myself how it's working for me. So I notice this energy accumulates right in your solar plexus. And this is very solar working. It's a working where when you need energy in your life, when you need to be energized, when you need some solar energy. I think when we chanted runes, when we did the waterfall gather, this was more water energy and the moon kind of working. This is more solar, but I always find it really good for times when you need energy and you need some solar spirits inside you. So this is another form of Haggalas, and they call it the mother rune because you can draw all the runic forms from this form. That's why it's called the mother rune of all the runes. So what we're gonna do, you will need to find enough space for yourself so we can spread up. We can put the chairs on the side as well, because we will be working with our hands spread. So we start with this one. So, hu, ha, he, he, ho. This form apparently doesn't count as any of the runes. Like, we don't make any body shape of the runes. This is something like crossing in between. I don't know how to call it, but this is our... Okay, I'll explain it in a minute. So now, then we go to Nu, Na, Ni, Na, No, which is an N rune in younger Vortag. So this is the runic form, but you can see me from the back here, but from the front, so you didn't think I messed it up, yeah? So you put your right hand first in the air, up. So first we go hoo-ha, he-ha, ho. We do it in 4 different directions. So hoo-ha, he-ha, ho. We turn clockwise, hoo-ha, he-ha, ho, hoo-ha, he-ha, ho, hoo-ha, he-ha, ho. We're gonna be with our hands basically doing the shape of Hagalas, the form which I showed you right at the beginning. So then we go hoo-ha, he-ha, ho again. Then we switch the hands. We go E in 4 directions, resembling the shape of another rune. Then we go hoo-ha, he-ha, ho, hoo-ha, he-ha, ho in 4 directions again. It will be all on the screen once we're doing it, so we'll have a chance to pick at the screen. Then we go E in 4 directions. Then again, hoo-ha, he-ha, ho, hoo-ha, he-ha, ho. You might have seen this rune before, so it was called Algis in the elder version. But here it's and we do it in 4 directions. Then we do hoo-ha, he-ha, ho, hoo-ha, he-ha, ho. This ritual is actually known by its nickname. Let's do hoo-ha, he-ha, ho ritual. Then we go tiwas, 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 resembling another rune shape. Hoo-ha, he-ha, ho again. And then guga, giga, go for the G rune. So we basically shape our body in the form of the mother rune and gather this energy. I actually think also, because I asked one of our elders, but if you add this shape, to this, you actually create a chaos star. But they said, no, this doesn't count as a rune. It's just like a refrain in a song, like you have something to repeat. And on the end, I will guide you through that again. Don't worry, this is not all the... Oh. And then because this builds energy, once we're chanting, you get warm, your body gets warm, your voice gets warm, we create the energy, and then we want to gather this energy into our solar plexus. So we say the closing phrase, which goes mik, ok, imer, Asgard, ok, Midgard. So around me and in me, Asgard and Midgard. Asgard is the word of the gods. Midgard is the word of humans. So we kind of gather this human god energy into ourselves, and it feeds us. Is that clear? Yeah? Okay, stand up, people. Find your spot so you have enough space to move around with your hands spread. So when we finish the chant, there is also this closing phrase, so remember to put it at the end, okay? This one needs to be on at the end. We were actually whispering in English. Okay. And we move clockwise. Hu ha he he ho. 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 Nu na ni ne no. 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 Hu ha he he ho. 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 Tiwas, tiwas, tiwas. Tiwas, tiwas, tiwas. Tiwas, tiwas, tiwas. Tiwas, tiwas, tiwas. Hu ha he he ho. Hu ha he he ho. Hu ha he Go ga gi ge go. 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 Ho ha hi he ho. 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 Mik ok immer Asgard ok Midgard. This is kind of rune gymnastics. If you like it, I'm happy to share my PowerPoint presentation. I think this is, Frater Axis would say we did it too slow. You can also do it more dynamic, depending on your energy level and and how you wanna do it. But I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you like it. I used to do this practice like 9 days in a row, for example, and every morning. This is very energizing, works really well for many different things. You can sit down now. So, next thing, I'm gonna give you some homework. So, because I wasn't sure how much time it will all take us to do their rituals and so on. But I said in my description, on the description of the ritual, that we're gonna be doing some bind runes as well. So, this is the Chaos Star, a symbol which Chaos magicians work a lot with. This is kind of the map, a guide for your magical work. So we like to use different colors, and different colors are assigned to different types of magic. Yeah, making a photo of it, if you wanna do your homework, might be a good idea. What are the bind runes? So runes like to work together. They like to work in their own little groups. They like to be binded together. And binding the runes means basically putting, like, I think 3 would be the best number of runes. Don't make it too complicated, but put them together into one form. I'm gonna, sorry, this part is least prepared, but I'm gonna show you on my piece of paper how this can be done. So I thought what you can do as your homework, if you fancy that, is to create a bind rune. Think about it. What bind rune would you use for each of the colors of magic? So, for example, you wanna do some love magic spell, and you wanna use some runes for it. So, any ideas? Okay. Gebo, Berkana, Inguas. I think it's visible. Sorry, my drawing is totally horrible now. But the basic idea behind it, behind the bind rune, is to put them all into one form. So, for example, First, I draw Gibo. You can do it freestyle. There's no. What? Bluetooth symbol, yes. Oh, brilliant, thank you.
Similar to making like a sigil.
Yes, this is a sigil, but with the runic form. So it's good to. I think this map is great for practicing, for playing with it a bit, because it gives you the idea of different types of magic and think about it. Well, like what runes can connect? What do you think? It depends also on your experience with the runes. But if you're a beginner, I think it might do you some good to do that. So, for example, you have Gibo, then you go like this, for example, and you have Inguas here. I don't know, sorry, this is really horrible drawing. I think I'm getting stage stress now at the end. But the basic idea is to bind them together and to charge it. You create a sigil, and to charge it, you can, for example, chant the runes in waterfall Galder by yourself or with your friends if you work in a group. You can do 3 body shapes of these 3 runes as well, or you can do both things. And basically, the basic idea is to not only draw them together, but to mix them together in some other form, like Galder or Stada. So, yeah, what runes would you put for war magic? Lagus? Soilo, yeah. The war magic is not only like war. It's I often connected with base chakra workings. Like, 'cause to live this life on the air, we have to go into our little wars every day, go to work, and etc. Urus, Turisas, yeah. Orange, thinking magic. Kenas, yeah, brilliant. What else? It's intelligence, your inner fire. So yeah, Kenas, I think, brilliantly. Avas, yeah. Ansus, yeah, brilliant. Purple, sex magic. Gibo, yeah. What else? I would say manas. If you like human sex. What else? Unyo. Oh, brilliant, yes. Ego magic. Manas. Raido. Anyone else? Any ideas? Isa, yeah, Isa is also a good rune to work like for your inner discipline as well. Love magic. Oh yes, Gibo, Berkano, and Gus. Wealth magic. Fehu. Alfala. Dagas. Yes, I would say Perthro as well. Black, death magic. It's not to kill someone, but to work with the spirit. Hagalas. Perthro. Isa. Yeah. Octarine, pure magic. Ansus, I would say Kenas. Perthro. Yeah. Lagus, yeah. I think you can always add to Octarine magic kind of your personal stuff as well. Yes? Pure magic is... I would say for magical intention, connected with your magical workings. For example, it's your own style of magic. So octarine, that's the color that doesn't really exist in the real life. It's more like a mixture of different color. I always find it like your own flavor of magic as well.
Magic about magic.
Yes, exactly.
I have a question, and I'm sorry, I think that you didn't get it. So you have the Chaos Star, which is kind of a map of magical topics.
Yes.
And how do you proceed from your magical topic to the corresponding rune? I kind of miss the idea that connects both.
Yeah, so the basic idea is, so, as I said, chaos magicians like to play with different things. So we just use it here now to kind of get the idea of what runes can work with what type of magic. So we're basically mixing two different traditions.
And people have all those ideas based on their pre-existing understanding of the runes, or is there a procedure to?
No, that was just a freestyle, sharing the ideas and thinking for ourselves, kind of, what can we do with that? Yeah.
I have a question. Would you recommend visualizing your buying room in the middle of the Chaos Star to charge it or something? Or?
That's a good idea as well. I mean, with runes, I think also the beautiful thing about them is, because I've seen, for example, online magic, rune magic, or, pages dedicated to runes, and people asking, oh, what this rune means. Sometimes people read too much about them as well. It's like you read about tarot cards too much. You can get confused. So I think runes kind of come naturally. You have to, you need to have a basic idea what's the meaning behind them, but also don't let yourself drown too much into this intellectual thing. Also try to feel them in your heart, in your body, and with your own intuition, because I think that's one of the most beautiful things about the rune, like they come naturally to you. They're a brilliant tool as well to use for healing, especially when you work as a group. Chaos magicians do use them a lot also in healing magic. Let me see, what time is it? Does anyone have any more questions? I'm open to talk to people afterwards as well. If anyone fancies the PowerPoint presentation, I'm happy to share it. So if you fancy to practice it on your own somehow, I'm really happy to share it. But I thought at the end we could also do one last banishing, purely from the chaos magic tradition. It's not connected with runes, but because we created a lot of energy here. So usually chaos magicians do banishing at the beginning to mark the space as a sacred space, the space to perform magic and to protect the space. But at the end, you have to spread the energy, let the energy go back to mundane world. So we're gonna do so-called bollocks banishing. So please stand up. So, clockwise, starting with the metaphysical north, because we do north. So you do the sign of the Emperor, secret sign. Your left leg goes forward. You throw your hands while you chant bollocks. Okay, ready? Bollocks! 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 Thank you. Czajo fakłe.
Czajo fakłe.